Greetings, welcome, and thank you for clicking. I'm Christian of Standing Stones Healing, encouraging your transformation during the life changes, challenges, and transitions of your journey. And I am coming to you with another Choose One of 3 card reading for your monthly messages. Thank you, February. Welcome, February. We are honored to have you here in our lives. Now, if you are new to these Choose One of 3 card readings, this is how it works. Choose number 1, 2, or 3, and there is a corresponding reading for your February messages. The link to the individual card reading is down in the notes, so you can go directly to your 1, 2, or 3. But right now is a time when I am going to create some sacred space for us, give us the opportunity to clear away what has come before and what will come next. I'm going to do a little drumming so that you can clear and focus in and decide or just receive the message of which number is right for you this month, 1, 2, or 3. So please do join me in taking 3 deep cleansing breaths to clear away what has come before, to clear away what will come next, and to focus in on this blessed present moment. What is your number? 1, 2, or 3? Greetings, number 1. Welcome, number 1, to your February 2022 messages. Number 1, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups, number 1. This is a beautiful card. Let's see what else is in store for you for your February. Your angel card for February is Seraphina. I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Yep, absolutely. Great. Number 1. We've got some things coming up here for you for your February. Number 1, your Archangel card is Archangel Jophiel, who says, clear your space. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. Thank you, Archangel Jophiel. Your Viking runes, number 1. Now, number 1, this does not frequently happen. This is rare, where there are 2 runes. And so your 2 runes for the month of February are, number 1, the Rune of Strength, and the Rune of Journey. And finally, number 1, your Breathe Easy cards for the month of February. And yes, cards. So number 1, there are a lot of messages here for you this month. The cards really wanted to be read this month, and they wanted to be read. Multiple cards wanted to be read. So your 2 Breathe Easy cards are, I am fortunate. Though we all suffer life's challenges, it is equally true that almost all of us are more fortunate than others in some way. I breathe in the realization of my good fortune. I am filled with gratitude for the riches of my life. I breathe out fear of scarcity. And focus. I am focused. Focus and clarity comes from the practice of being one-pointed in your attention. I breathe in the discipline to make strengthening my body, mind, and spirit an enjoyable daily ritual. I am filled with determination. I breathe out procrastination and distraction. Okay, number 1, what am I getting for you for February? Some great things here, number 1. Number 1, you've got some newness on the horizon, some abundance, some great things. Now, those things are in progress right now, and or they are on the horizon in February. So know, number 1, that you've got some great things happening for you, some great things coming up. Your cups are overflowing. Number 1. And know that you have some great happiness on the way. Now, of course, number 1, this very well may be an actual happy change in your family. Maybe you are expecting, maybe you are getting married. I don't know, number 1. But what I do know is that there is some real excitement happening for you or coming towards you. So this is wonderful. You've got some newness, a new addition, whatever that might mean. It could mean an infinite number of things, number 1. So it doesn't have to mean a baby, but it may very well could. But what I'm getting for you, number 1, is that as this newness comes into your life, as this the cups are overflowing in your life, it's going to be important for you to keep the focus on all of the ways in which you are indeed abundant in your life. Now, what I'm getting for you also is that this is an important point on your life's journey. This new addition that is coming in is going to create additional additions. This happy addition to your life is going to have a ripple effect that extends out into your life for some time. So what that means is that the happy addition may be a job. It may be a partnership. It may be I'm getting a new puppy. It may be any of those things. And so know that this newness that is coming into your life is not just for February. It's not contained to February. This newness that is coming in now and in the near future is going to extend beyond the now. So what I'm getting is that this addition, this newness coming in, is going to have a ripple effect in your life that extends beyond the here and now present. So this is going to be an addition that extends into your future and is therefore an important point in your journey at this time. So this point in your journey with your new addition is going to be important because this new addition is going to have an impact that extends beyond the here and now. That's pretty exciting. But what's going to be important for you, number 1, is that you make sure to stay focused on that good fortune and to remember that you do have the good fortune. Now, this card is calling us to remember that we are more fortunate than others in some way. Personally, when it comes to gratitude, I'm not a fan of comparative gratitude. So yes, comparative gratitude is a good place to start when you are focusing on your fortune and being grateful for it. But a better use of gratitude is not focusing in on what others don't have or how you have things that others don't. and you are therefore fortunate and grateful because of it, but rather just being grateful for the things that you do have and not in comparison to what others don't have. Does that make sense, number one? So what I'm saying, number one, is that yes, this card has a great point. You've got good fortune coming your way. Put the focus on that good fortune. And I think this card is maybe a little off in terms of putting the focus on comparing what you have to what others don't have. Don't worry about what others don't have, number one. Just focus on what you have and being grateful for that. So, you have some great fortune coming your way for February. You're being encouraged to focus on the abundance, focus on the gratitude for the riches in your life. Breathe out the fear of scarcity. Know that good things are coming to you now. Know that your cups are overflowing. Know that you have great things coming to you in February that are going to extend beyond February. Sounds pretty great, number one. Wonderful. Now, number one, what else? One of the great things to do when we want to welcome in new energy or when we have a new addition is to clear our space. Clearing and cleaning is powerful. It is oftentimes underrated in its power. When we clean and clear, we are sending a signal to the universe and to ourselves that we are ready to release what no longer serves us, that we are ready to let go of the old, and we are ready to welcome in and bring in the new. You know, when we clear space and create space in our lives, new things can come in. It's like this. If we are carrying things in each one of our hands, we don't have any more hands to bring in any new stuff. But if we set down what we no longer need, set down what no longer serves us, then we have free hands so that we can pick up new things. It's the same thing energetically. When you clear away clutter, clean your space, you are making space for newness to come in. And so, number one, during February, it's going to be important for you to make some time to clear away space, clear away clutter, get rid of stuff that no longer serves you so that you can make room in your life physically and energetically for the new addition, the newness, the overflowing cups that are here and on their way. So, number one, make sure that you are setting aside some time to get rid of clutter, clear your space, clean, and you may even want to do this in a meditative kind of way. You may even want to do this in a way in which you are setting intention for bringing in that newness. So setting the intention as you are cleaning and clearing that you are welcoming in the new energy, the abundance, the good fortune that is here for you, number one. Now, what else, number one? Number one, this rune of strength. What I'm getting for you is that you are being encouraged to remember as this happy addition comes into your family that you are strong enough to handle it, that you can, I'm just now, number one, getting the image of the puppy running around going crazy, chewing your shoes, and just being a puppy. And you might be thinking, I can't handle this. This cute, adorable puppy is wonderful. I love it. And it's driving me crazy. I can't handle this. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're being reminded that you do have the strength. You're being reminded that you do have the power. So know, number one, that when this newness comes into your life, it's going to create some disruptions. That happens when we get newness. As a matter of fact, anytime we have any kind of life change, big or small, it creates disruption in our lives that can throw us off. It has us feeling like we are in search of clarity and we need direction. And know that that happens with any kind of life change, including a positive addition to our lives. It's just part of the process. So, number one, know that this happy addition, this positive change coming in, maybe work, maybe family, whatever it might be, is going to create some disruption. And you're being encouraged to remember that you can handle it. You indeed can handle it. Now, one trick for managing life change in this way, whenever we feel unsettled and off, is to remember that we have handled it before. So as you bring in this newness into your life, number one, you're being encouraged to remember that you do have the strength to handle it. And I want to encourage you to think about the ways in which you have handled happy additions in the past. The ways in which you have already experienced those changes and you're still here. So you're going to get through this one too. Even when we have positive changes in our lives, they can leave us with feelings of, what have I gotten myself into? The puppy is chewing all of my shoes. What have I gotten myself into? This baby, I'm so happy to have the baby, and oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? This marriage, did I make the right choice? Was this the right thing to do? All of those feelings are normal during a life change. So just know that and remember that you have come through life changes before, including positive life changes, and that you can and will get through this one too. So just remember that you are strong, number one. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. So know that you're going to make it through this life change too. By the way, if you need some more encouragement for getting through life changes, I do offer the Life Change Encouragement Kit. This is my free kit with the Standing Like the Stones book that has all kinds of encouragement for helping you to weather and withstand, survive, and thrive during life changes, including happy additions. So these tips that I pass along to you are indeed in the Standing Like the Stones book. The kit also includes a life change meditation, which will help you to release what no longer serves you, and Affirmations with Native American Style Flute to help you feel strong and empowered for those changes. You can get that at standingstoneshealing.com/kit. The link is in the notes below. Thank you. Number one. So number one, I am so very excited for you for your February. These are great messages. This is a great reading for you for February. I do want to finally encourage you to, as you bring in this newness into your life, to stay focused. You know, we really can feel unsettled, scattered, and uncertain during any kind of life change. This is normal. And keeping the focus on the things that you are grateful for, keeping the focus on the positives is going to help you during this disruption during February. Now, again, this could be a big disruption. It could be small. Even small life changes disrupt us and leave us feeling off-centered and unsettled. That's normal. So just know that that is all okay for you. Number one. Wow, number one. This is a great reading for you for your February 2022. Remember that the impact of this newness coming in is going to extend beyond February. So just be aware of that. Be ready for that. It's going to have ripple effects that are going to extend farther into your life than past February. So I encourage you to come back, number one, and listen to this reading again. I definitely encourage you to come back and listen to it at the end of the month. This reading is my untethered spread reading. And this reading is very multi-layered, and it reveals itself. So I encourage you to check back at the end of the month, no matter when you are viewing this in February. I encourage you to check back at the end of the month, because this reading will have revealed more of itself at that time. And for you, number one, you may even want to come back to this after February, because the impact of this happy addition is going to extend for you beyond February. And you may want and need some encouragement beyond February. So I encourage you to subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe so that you can easily get back to this video and watch this again at the end of February and even beyond February. And I also want to remind you, as always, this untethered spread reading is a reading that I do indeed offer on an individual basis. And so if you would like some specific individual information about your experience, your own set of 5 cards just for you, well, more cards sometimes. The cards just have a way of telling me which ones want to be read and popping right out. So sometimes, number one, it's more than 5 cards. So if you want your own untethered spread reading, check out standingstoneshealing.com. You can learn all about this reading, why I call it the untethered spread, and how you can indeed get your own untethered spread reading for your own individual messages and encouragement. Number one, thank you so much. I encourage you, share this with a friend. If you're looking at this reading and saying, gosh, this is pretty cool, my friend might want to try this out. Yes, send it to them. It's free, and they can choose their own number and get their own messages. Like, share, subscribe, you know, all of that. So I want to say thank you so very, very much. Number one, it is my honor and pleasure. I appreciate you and send you blessings and best wishes for your February. Greetings, number two. Welcome, number two, to your choose one of 3 card reading messages for February 2022. Number one, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card is the Wheel. The Wheel, number 2. Wonderful. Your angel card number 2 for February is Grace and Antoinette. To help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. See the other person's point of view with compassion. Isn't that always so important? Yes. Thank you, angels. Your Archangel card is Life Review. Archangel Jeremiah says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Oh, thank you very much. So important to do. Thank you. Your Viking rune is the Rune of Initiation. The Rune of Initiation. And I'm not surprised by this card. Number 2, Balance, is your Breathe Easy card. I am balanced. Everything in moderation. Nothing in excess. This is the way to lead a life of quality and meaning. I breathe in the perfection of the earth, the water, and the sky. I am filled with nature's grand design. I breathe out my self-destructive tendencies. Okay, number 2. Here's what I'm getting for you. Loud and clear. You've got some scattered energy going on right now, number 2. You have a conflict that you are experiencing, whether external or internal, but certainly there is some conflict going on. And this conflict is leaving you feeling scattered, leaving you feeling a little out of sorts, leaving you feeling off balance. So I was picking up on this scattered energy and then picked up, yes, the balance card. So I'm not surprised. Number 2, you're in need of some balance right now to counteract that scattered, unsettled energy that you have going on. Now, what I just got is the image of a star exploding. And you know how when a star explodes, it turns into a nebula that drifts off into space? I'm getting that kind of energy for you this month, number 2. You have some kind of conflict, have had some kind of conflict, are in the midst of some kind of conflict. Maybe we'll have some kind of conflict in February that is going to have you exploding. Now, when I say exploding, I don't mean that this conflict has to be a big explosion, that it has to be a big blow up. Even small conflicts can leave us feeling unsettled. What I mean by this kind of feeling is that it's just knocking you off center and leaving you feeling out of sorts. Your energy is scattered. You are just feeling a little off your center by this conflict. So what you are being called to do in this moment, number 2, is to bring compassion, bring grace, bring kindness, love, respect, all of those important things to this conflict, including if this is an inner conflict. So no matter what kind of conflict it is that you are experiencing right now or will be experiencing in the new future or did just recently experience, you are being called to bring compassion, love, kindness to help heal this rupture, to help heal this explosion. Remember, can be a small explosion too. It doesn't have to be a big explosion to have us feeling off and scattered and unlike ourselves. So, number 2, what I'm also getting for you is that this is an important point for you in terms of this explosion kind of experience with this conflict. The wheel is going to turn. And this conflict, what I'm getting for you, is going to resolve itself. What I'm also getting is that it is going to resolve in its own time. The wheel is going to turn as the wheel does. So know that yes, there is resolution to this conflict. There is a turning of the wheel. And, all things change, right? All things change and morph and grow. The flower starts out as a seed. The seed changes to a sprout. The sprout grows and flowers. The flower dies. The birds eat the seeds. And there the cycle goes again. So know that this experience that you are having right now is part of a larger cycle, part of the natural cycle of things. I think so often that we have a tendency to fear conflict and run away from it. But conflict is actually a normal, natural part of being a human being and a normal, natural part of life. The seed, you can think about it this way, I think. The seed is in conflict. When it cracks open and sprouts, there's conflict there. If the seed was not having a conflict, it would stay in the ground unmoving just like it is. But instead, there is conflict. So conflict in and of itself is not a bad thing. Recognize, number 2, that it is a part of the natural cycle of things. Know that it is going to move through its natural cycle, and it is going to come to a resolution. It is going to come to a conclusion, whether this is external or internal conflict. And, always an and, number 2. Not a but, an and. And, number 2. As this conflict is moving through its cycle, as the wheel is turning, you are being called to bring kindness, compassion, love, respect to yourself and to the others in this conflict. What I'm also getting for you, number 2, is that this bringing of the love, the kindness, the respect to this conflict is going to be like stepping through a gateway for you. This is the rune of initiation. And so it's going to be like an opportunity for you to do some growing through this conflict, do some expanding through this conflict, some of your own healing through this conflict. You know, there is also an element of the unknown to this rune, an element of really there's a mystery kind of piece to it. And this is the case with any cycles that we go through. There is always some mystery, always some unknown piece, always some piece that there's just really no word for. I don't even have the words to quite explain it. It's here without words. So what I'm really saying is, if I can put it into words, number 2, is that there is always some essence that we cannot quite capture fully, to understand fully. Like the sprouting of that seed, there we have to admit, even though we know the science of it, is still some small mystery within it. It's the same way for you right now, number 2. This experience is an initiatory kind of experience for you, in which you have an opportunity to up your game. You have an opportunity to deepen your awareness. You have an opportunity to grow right now and to cross over a threshold in your own growth and healing through this conflict. Now, what I'm also getting for you is that this is a great opportunity to do some thinking about your life on a larger scale and how this experience fits in. So, life review, you know, with this idea of initiation, this is very much a rune that is pointing to right now this experience in terms of the larger whole of your life, and how it is time for you to step over the threshold and up your game, so that this is the time for you, a time for you, because there isn't ever only one time in our lives when we should be doing a life review, or we may wish to do a life review. Number 2, you are being called to do one right now, particularly as it pertains to the conflict. Asking yourself, how does this fit into the larger whole of my life? Is this something that is recurring? Is this something that has come up again and again and again? Is this a cycle that I have been experiencing? It is time to ask yourself those larger questions. It is time to consider what those questions are, and how this conflict fits into the larger whole. So time number 2 this month to do a life review and do some thinking about it. Wow, thank you. This life review is also going to assist you with the healing process. You know, healing is really all about deepening our levels of awareness, deepening our levels of meaning, and deepening our levels of connection. And doing some reflection is going to help you with all of those things. What I'm just now getting for you, number 2, is an encouragement to maybe do some journaling about it. Maybe do a little bit of writing as you do your life review and think about this conflict and its impact on the larger whole of your life and how the larger whole of your life has shaped and informed this conflict. I'm a big proponent of journaling, number 2. So yes, I agree, angels. Let's get some journaling going on this month, number 2. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection, for growing and healing. And indeed, number 2, this is important for you right now this month. Now, number 2, I do encourage you to stop back. Whenever you are watching this reading, I encourage you to stop back at the end of the month. Because you might be watching this and thinking, I ain't got no conflict going on right now, Christian. What are you talking about? Stop back at the end of the month because this reading, this is my untethered spread reading, this reading unfolds and reveals itself in layers. And you may very well find that it resonates differently for you at the end of the month than it does when you watch this first. So I want to encourage you, number 2, to come back to this because it may not resonate the same way for you at the beginning of the month as it does at the end of the month. So I want to encourage you to come back and watch this again. I also want to encourage you, number 2, if you have not already, please do subscribe, please do like, please do share. Because when you subscribe, you'll be able to get back to this video easily and quickly. Please feel free to pass this along to your friends who may also be interested in getting their own monthly reading, choosing number 1, 2, or 3, whatever resonates with them for the month. So please do like, subscribe, share. I also want to make sure that you know, number 2, you can always get on my mailing list to get notifications of these card readings when they are released. These monthly readings are available on the 1st of each month. I conduct the reading on the day before the 1st for that next month. And so you will get notification to your inbox so that you don't have to try to remember to go back. Oh, it's the 1st of the month. Great, Christian has another reading. You don't have to worry about that. I'll email it to you so you see it and can click on it and get your monthly messages. You can get on my mailing list at standingstoneshealing.com/kit. Now that's also going to get you my free life change encouragement kit with my book, Standing Like the Stones, all about weathering and withstanding life changes. All about helping you to release what no longer serves you with the life change meditation. Actually, that might be helpful for you this month, number 2. As you navigate this conflict, you may want to focus in on letting go of what no longer serves you. Maybe not bringing the kindness, not bringing the love, not bringing the compassion no longer serves you, and it's time to let go of that. So the Life Change Meditation can help you with that. That's part of the Life Change Encouragement Kit that is completely free. So thank you. Number two, it is my honor to come to you with these messages, my honor to offer them to you. Remember, number 2, you'll want to stay balanced this month. You will want to find balance, whatever that means to you, number 2. But all of those scattered energies, you'll want to work to bring those in. bring those in. Doing the life review is going to help. Bringing kindness and compassion to this conflict is going to help. And remembering that everything is a cycle, and this too shall pass, is going to be helpful for you for that balance as well. Number two, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I am honored to be able to bring you your monthly messages. So thank you so much, number two. I send you blessings and best wishes for your February, your 2 of 2022. Number two, lots of twos. So blessings to you, number two, and best wishes for your journey. Greetings, number three. Welcome, number three, to your February 2022 messages. Number three, your Celtic Dragon Tarot card is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords. Number three. Okay, great. Your angel card. Oops, you had two angel cards. Number three. They are Sonia, who says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Okay, great. Thank you very much. And here's the deal with this second card, number three. I shuffled. Of course, this card popped out. The cards usually pop right out for me. They are very insistent. They let me know clearly which ones want to be read. As I was going to put the cards down, this card flipped out right into my hand. I looked right down at it and I said, well, obviously you want to be in the reading too, so let's go. So we have Mystique, who says, keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Awesome. Thank you. I've got some things coming up for these three cards, but let's see what else we have in store. We have, for your Archangel card, Hello from Heaven. Archangel Azrael says, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Wow. So we've got some real encouragement here that there is lots of love from loved ones who have passed over. Wonderful. Okay. Your rune is the Rune of Standstill. And your Breathe Easy card is Learning. I am learning. Much can be learned from everyone and everything, even the nets that try to snare us. I breathe in the wisdom that the flow of nature is offering me. I am filled with the desire to learn all I can about life and about my place in it. I breathe out ignorance. Okay, number three, here's what I'm getting for you very clearly for your February. Along your life's journey, along your path right now, you are kind of standing there, taking stock and saying, whew, this has been quite a walk. Woo, this has been quite a journey. Wow, I have come a long way, and oh, wow, whew, I still have a ways to go. I am not done yet. So number three, it's been quite a trek for you. Right now, you are kind of like sitting on the bench, taking a pause, wiping your brow, taking a drink, and saying, wow, I have really come far. I need to take a minute and say, woof, wow, and oh, wow, I still have a ways to go. So right now for you, you're kind of looking around, sitting back and thinking, wow, have I really come this far? And you're also thinking, wow, do I really have that much farther to go? The answer, number 3, is always yes. But also number 3, the answer is always, look how far you've come. I have an image right now, number 3, of just having climbed a mountain or being on the side of the mountain, sitting down. There's a red bandana. You're wiping your brow. You've got your walking stick in hand beside you. You're taking a drink and you are saying, whew, I am out of breath. And you just need a moment to just pause and sit on that bench. You just need a moment to just take a minute, survey the scenery, pause with your traveling companions, your guides, your loved ones, and say, woof, wow, what a journey. So know that number 3 right now, yes, you are being called and encouraged to just take a pause, wipe your brow, take a drink, take some deep breaths. Know that right now you are pausing and saying, whoa, how did I get here? Or look how far I've come, or where the heck am I going? This is an appropriate place for you to be pausing at this time and just checking out the scenery. So right now for you might even feel like an extended break, an extended sit on the bench or the stone as you climb that mountain. And that is absolutely okay. We need to have time to take a break. We need to have time to catch our breath. We also need to have time to look back over the path that we have traveled and to celebrate the path that we have traveled, to celebrate how far we have come, to celebrate the journey that we have taken so far. So number 3, you are being encouraged this month to take a pause and celebrate how far you've come. So oftentimes when we are sitting on that stone or that bench and wiping our brow, we're looking up at the rest of the mountain and we're saying, oh my gosh, do I really have to keep going up this thing? Am I really still that far from the top? And we're focused on how far we have to go, rather than looking down and saying, wow, look how far I've come. Wow, look at that. Look at this journey. Look at what I have done on this journey. Look at how far I have come. Holy cow. And sometimes when we're sitting on that bench, when we look up instead of looking down, we don't want to get moving again because we are saying, holy cow, look how far I have to go. Holy cow, how am I ever going to keep climbing? Holy cow, I am so tired. My legs don't want to move. I need to catch my breath. I need a drink. I'm sweating profusely. I can't go on. I just don't want to move anymore. That happens when we sit down on the stone. That happens when we take a break on the bench. We are weary, we are worn out, and we just don't know if we can keep going. But number 3, I want to encourage you as you pause, as you sit on that stone, as you look around and survey how far you have come and how far you have yet to go, I want to encourage you. You are being encouraged to put the focus not on how far you have to go and how tired you are, rather to put the focus on, look how far you have come. Look how much you have done. Look how much you have accomplished. Because, number 3, you are not at the foot of the mountain. You are on the middle of the mountain. You have come so far. So now, in your pausing, is a time to celebrate how far you have come and not to be discouraged by how far you have yet to go. You know, on our life journey, we are always coming and going. We are always arriving and leaving. And our life journey never ends. Even after our physical body ends, some may say we are still going. So our journey is unending. It is always a coming and a going, always a circle. And so, number 3, what you choose to focus on for your life's journey is a choice. Do you focus on how defeated you might feel, how discouraged you might feel, or do you draw strength from how far you have come? Do you draw encouragement from the obstacles that you have overcome, the rocks that you have stepped over, the path, the hill that you have already climbed? Right now, number 3, you are being encouraged to focus not on how much farther you have to go and how tired you are, but rather to draw strength from how far you have come and how strong indeed you are to have gotten this far. It is absolutely okay to sit on that bench, wipe your brow, feel tuckered out, and take a rest. That is okay to do. And get yourself going again on that journey. This pause is not going to last forever. This standstill, this sitting on the bench is not going to last forever because we are always coming and going. So you indeed are going to get going again. It's the getting going again that is the hardest part. One of the ways that you can get going again is to focus on how far you have come and allow that to strengthen you and to propel you forward with that first step, grabbing a hold of that walking stick, using it to help you up from the bench, and start again with the next step. So number 3, right now, you are being encouraged. Keep going, charge ahead, pick that foot up, go, go, go. It's okay if your steps are a little sluggish. It's okay if you're a little slow in getting up from the bench. And get up from the bench and keep going. Now, I also want to say it is okay to pause on the bench. So don't say, oh, Christian is yelling at me and telling me to get off the bench. Christian ain't yelling at you. Christian is saying it's okay. Pause, wipe your brow, take a drink, and you're not going to sit on the bench forever. Eventually, you're going to get up. And when you get up, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You are being encouraged to keep moving forward. Go, 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 number 3. You're also being encouraged, number 3, to know that your loved ones, your ancestors, are here with you. We have that loud and clear, don't we? We have that loud and clear from these 2 cards. Your loved ones are with you. Your ancestors, your loved ones who have passed over are saying hello. We love you. We support you. We are here cheering you on. We are here with you. As a matter of fact, they are indeed with you on the journey. You do not walk alone, number 3. It may feel like that at times, but you do not walk alone. Your loved ones who have passed on are with you. Your ancestors are with you. Your spirit guides, angels, archangels are all with you, supporting you, cheering you on, helping you to take the next steps. They are here to remind you that you have already come so far. So take some time this month, number 3, to celebrate how far you have come. What I'm just now getting for you is some encouragement to sit down, grab a pen and paper, and on your journey, on your life's journey, list out all of the things that you have accomplished, all of the things on your journey that you have already overcome, all of the rocks that you have already stepped over. To make note of those, to look back on the journey and realize that you have already come so far. So yes, there is still a ways to go, number 3, and you have already come so far. You are in the middle of your journey, and you are strong, you are powerful, you have already overcome so much. You have already journeyed so far. So as you pause, take out some pen and paper and think about the obstacles you have overcome, how far you have already come. You may even, number 3, want to think about your loved ones who have passed on in heaven. You may want to write them a note, write them a letter, send them a thank you. You may want to talk to them. They are all around you, supporting you. We've got the clear indication of that here. So you are being encouraged to know that they support you, they love you, they believe in you. Sometimes it is hard to believe in ourselves. Sometimes we feel discouraged and we feel discouraged by how far we have yet to go, the things we have not yet done, the places we are not yet at. You are being encouraged to know that your loved ones in heaven, ancestors, angels, spirit guides believe in you. They know that you can keep going because they know how far you have already come. So number 3, this month, put the focus on how far you have already come. Now, what I'm also getting for you, number 3, is that as we are paused, as we're sitting on the bench, wiping our brow and saying, I can't go on. My gosh, I just need to take a break. Am I done with this journey yet? What the heck? One of the things that can help us to get moving is during our pause, doing some learning. You may want to take out a book while you're sitting on the bench, paused on the journey, and you may want to do some learning some new things, learning some new information, getting encouragement, new information to help you continue your journey, to help you continue to move forward. Learning, bringing in new information is an excellent way to help us feel encouraged to continue on the journey. So, number 3, right now, as you pause and you're feeling maybe even defeated, you're being encouraged to bring in some new information, do some learning. I do have the image of picking up a book and reading the book on the bench as you are wiping your brow and taking a breath and a drink of water on your pause on your journey. Maybe have a snack too, number 3. That's always a good idea when you're feeling worn out on the journey. Have a little snack, something healthy and light, fuel yourself to get ready to move on. And fuel yourself with information that is going to uplift and encourage you and help you to get moving again, to pick up that walking stick, to charge forward like Mystique says, and to get moving out of standstill. So, learning is going to help you with that. This card also encourages breathing in the wisdom that the flow of nature is offering you. I am a big believer in the power of nature. Nature is such a teacher. Nature is such a source of learning. And so, number 3, you may very well at this time want to be considering the gifts of nature, the power of nature, the teachings of nature to help propel and encourage you on. You know, number 3, I'm just getting for you right now. If you're looking for some encouragement to help you get moving out of that standstill, I want to encourage you to check out my Sitting in the Circle series. This is a daily video series. These are short little videos, 30 seconds long, of encouragement, words of wisdom from the elders. So I encourage you to, if you have not already, subscribe to my channel, because there is a daily video released with short little words of encouragement for your journey. So definitely get in on that Sitting in the Circle series for some encouragement daily to help get you moving and going. But nature is such an encourager. You may at this time want to look to nature, to learn from nature, to be encouraged by nature. You know, nature takes a break too. It's called winter. Nature takes a pause. Nature is in standstill. And it also stops the standstill and moves forward. You cannot stop the movement of nature. You cannot stop those cycles. There's pausing, but always there is moving forward. So know that this standstill is not going to last, and get those feet moving, get yourself encouraged, do some learning to get yourself encouraged, and even get my Life Change Encouragement Kit to get yourself encouraged. That's at standingstoneshealing.com/kit. Free Life Change Encouragement Kit to help you get encouraged, help you to even get some motivation, to help you get unstuck, putting one foot in front of the other, and indeed charging forward on your journey. Don't forget, you have support all around you. Number 3, call upon your guides. Know that your loved ones who have crossed over are still with you, around you, surrounding you, loving you. I'm also just getting right now that they may be sending you signs. So be on the lookout for the signs from them as well. Number 3. Beautiful. Number 3. So number 3, I want to encourage you. This reading is my untethered spread reading. And I want to encourage you, no matter when you watch this in February, to come back at the end of February. Because this reading unveils itself, unfurls itself. It is multi-layered. And the chances are very good that it will resonate with you differently at the end of the month than it does when you watch this. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel, please do, so that you can easily get back to this video to see how these messages have unfolded for you in the month of February. So I definitely do encourage that. I also want to make sure to let you know that this reading, my untethered spread reading that I do for these monthly 1 of 3 readings, I offer this on an individual basis too. So you can get your own untethered spread reading with your own 5 or more cards for your own individual messages. You can learn more on my site at standingstoneshealing.com. You can even learn why I call it the untethered spread and what that's all about. This is a unique reading that you won't find anywhere else. So, number 3, you may also want to share this with someone else who may want their own monthly 1 of 3 messages. Now, you can also, of course, get on my mailing list, as well as get that Life Change Encouragement Kit at standingstoneshealing.com/kit. This is where you are going to be able to get the Life Change Encouragement Kit and get on my mailing list, because every first of the month there is a new Choose 1 of 3 card reading. And I will send it to you to your inbox so that you don't have to remember to come find, oh, that's right, Christian has another monthly reading. It's the first of the month. You don't have to try to remember. I'll remind you. I'll send it straight to your inbox so that you can click right on it and get your messages for March, number 3. So, number 3, thank you so much for the honor of reading your cards for you for the month of February. I send you blessings and best wishes for your journey. Number 3, your blessed journey. You have already come so far, number 3. Focus on how far you've come. Focus on your accomplishments. Focus on, look how far up the mountain you already are. And look how far you've already come. Look how much you've already accomplished. Use that to help propel you forward on your journey. I send you blessings and best wishes for your journey.